Here's the platform that we've developed in partnership with Enformion. So the first thing we're going to do is log in, name, email, and password. The first thing you see when you log into the password is your dashboard, and this is kind of the central hub for all activity within the platform, including all analytic reporting and features access. Here we're showing an example of a workflow dashboard, which shows simply the accepted rejection volumes and rates for the specific workflow. It shows the transaction history for the date range that I've specified. Here it's by week. We show kind of the latency of the different APIs that are being strung together in this workflow. Additionally, we show the existing product health of the APIs. And lastly, you're able to integrate right through the platform with your customer success and your ticketing and your customer support and our knowledge base. But what I want to highlight today is kind of this concept of workflows and building out workflows. So in our platform, we've got this concept of templates, what I talked about in my workflows. Templates are really these industry best case use cases that we've set up across the user journey. So we put some samples in here for the demo. And then my workflows, the difference there is that those are the templates which I have actually chosen to publish and to utilize in my specific use cases. They may be templates that I've customized and used as a springboard, or they may be custom bespoke workflows that I've developed. So let's see this in action. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my use case. I'm going to sort by use case, in this instance, age verification. Then I can go in and say in age verification, I'm looking at templates. Give me one in the tobacco industry. We've already defaulted this for the US. So in tobacco, I've got various options. I am going to show one here for age verification for tobacco. The first thing you see when you look at this workflow is on the left-hand side, you see a list of all of the features and capabilities which are unique to this use case, this geography, and available in the platform. So it's a laundry list, if you will, of all the capabilities. On the middle section here, you see the workflow that is the sequence of the template that we've developed. So in this one, we are using device intelligence, behavioral biometrics, EIDV, which is the Enformion database that we've integrated, a one-time password, and then a backup for failure here of a knowledge-based authentication quiz in the event that the one-time password fails. I can quickly look at this template, and I can go into any one of these parameters and say, what are the rules that of my accept and reject conditions that I've set for these? So here on this example, you see that on my accept conditions, I've set the Enformion EIDV name match score, age match score, and address match score at 90 or above. And I've also set the deceased indicator to false. Conversely, on the reject criteria, I've set my age is less than 18. We know this is not correct for the federal law. I'll show you how we change that later, how easy it is to change that. But we also then set the deceased to true. So if I'm fine with these settings, I can go in and preview this workflow now within the application. So before I preview it, though, I have the option to customize the SDK. So I can set things like including my logo, my colors, my fonts. I can add those in, save those. Then I can publish now this template. And once I've published it, then I can try it out. I can try it out directly here into the platform. So let's do that. So I'm inputting my information. Very quickly, you see the response within the platform. Here, it's been accepted. I see the key takeaways here. On the age was 22. The name match score was 98. The deceased indicator was false. I've got the phone number, which was the original input parameter for the e-verification with Enformion. And I said the address match score here was 98. If I wanted to look at the full report, which includes some of those other factors that we had, including the device data, I'll start to see those device insights, including things like, did they use a VPN? Was there an emulator detected? Was the app cloned? Also key things like what was the IP address and the location address, which is often very critical to age verification jurisdiction. Next, I can go on to going back to the Webflow. Then I can talk about, okay, I'm fine with this. I think it looks great. I want to integrate this into my application. I hit integration. We provide the API keys, the credentials, the workflow ID, and below you'll see the snippet of code, which is a very simple kind of snippet of code that you implement into your application to be up and running. Close this window, and that was it. That's ready to go and you're ready to integrate. Now let's say instead I've liked this template, it's a good springboard, but I wasn't comfortable with kind of the setting on the age verification. So I go in, look at that rule, and say, this doesn't feel right to me. I know that the age should be 21. It's the federal law. I'm going to change that to 21. Save the settings. That's done. Now, additionally, let's say in this template, I want to go in and I want to add additional features right in that list of capabilities that were available to me for age verification. It's as simple as, let's say I want to add a document verification. I add it, drop, and drag it over, add it to the workflow. Now I want to preview this workflow. You can see here in the workflow, now you see the addition of the document capture as part of the preview. I can again customize the SDK as we showed before. I can publish this, and now I have the choice to either save this workflow as a new workflow, or I can replace the one that we had before in the template. In this instance, let's say we're going to save a new workflow. So we're going to give it a new name. And now I've got this new workflow. And I can try this new workflow with the changes we just made, again, in the applications. A little bit repetitive here, but I think you guys get the idea. You're able to very easily see the input and the output of the changes that I've made into the application for this new workflow. Again, able to integrate the new workflow, get the code snippets here. A little bit more detail on the code snippet that you would create, simple curl command. And then all of the documentation FAQs are here as well, right at your fingertips. So should you run into any problems, it's very easy to be able to get your questions answered here online.